For the last couple months, Viltrox has been asking me to put out more material using their EPIC full-frame anamorphics. I've been struggling not because I haven't been using them. In fact, they're the only set I decided to keep among all the current budget options. The reason I've struggled to put out more content with them is because I'm always filming, and a lot of times using these lenses. But I hardly ever have the chance to get material behind the scenes. So let's do a 3 months in review kind of thing here. Coming up is our latest short using Viltrox's anamorphics. We filmed the whole thing in full frame open gate on the S1H.
Hello friends. Today I'm here to introduce you to the greatest technology ever invented. To escape the trials and the tribulations of modern life. Forget VR. I give you the Dreamatorium. Powered by the neural network of imagination engine that is built into every human. The Dreamatorium doesn't rely on AI, doesn't rely on tracking cookies. Your experiences are your experiences alone. With a properly sized device, hold the Dreamatorium over your head with the opening facing down. For maximum immersion, it's recommended you close your eyes and with your mind, visualize the setting you want to experience. We strongly recommend you only use the device after a good night's sleep.
Do not use the
Dreamatorium during high-stress periods, as that can result in unpleasant experiences.
In the rare case of malfunction, unconsciousness, or snow, please suspend using. You will have issues
if you follow the instructions. Enjoy our fire sale, today only. Discounted units while supplies last.
The building where I live had a series of scheduled power outages. So after the first one, I knew that I had to film something while the lights were out. So we built this concept inspired by SpongeBob SquarePants, Community, Black Mirror, and the Backrooms. We used the Viltrox lenses for every shot. I thought we'd have issues on the wide end, needing something with a bit more field of view, but it turns out our go-to was the 50mm, and 35mm fortunately felt quite wide on full frame like you're seeing right now. The pincushion distortion is pretty subtle, and in this case plays for the story, where the environment is always squeezing into the character. Flares are a great color, and we were able to tweak them even further in color correction to get a good pop among all the red light. We had a crew of 6, actors included, and filmed for exactly 6 hours. We relied on high ISO and lots of battery-powered lights. Since I made my review on these lenses in the beginning of the year, my sister, who's also a very skilled DP, has used them on more than a few projects. One of her key findings is that the lenses deliver a much more pleasing character when you throw a 1/8 diffusion up front. For our horror short, we had a 1/8 black pro mist the entire time. If you have a lot of VFX or post work, you might want to avoid the filtration though. Here's a quick, fun ad we made, again with Viltrox, but this time with no filtration to make life easier with roto and keying. This one took 4 hours to film, and the key motivation to make it was because we had access to the dog with a rain jacket. We planned and executed a variety of matching shots to connect the different scenarios. The lenses character doesn't play much here, but they also offered no extra challenge to the work, nor on the day, neither in post. Again, I feared 35mm would be too tight for wide shots, and it turned out 35mm was too wide for a few of the scenarios we wanted to use it on. To me, this goes to show that a lot of the clinical lens tests miss the point that this is a creative tool, and while some imperfections might be very noticeable in a test environment, they might not mean anything when you're actually telling stories with a lens. Or something that was an undesirable trait, like the pincushion distortion, becomes a trait that contributes to the story at a subconscious visual level by oppressing our main character. While teaching a workshop recently and discussing the available options, we mounted the Viltrox lenses for a demonstration. One of the attendees said they look like clean sphericals sprinkled with a bit of anamorphic vibes. And I feel this is a great description, in a positive way. What do you think of the tests shown here? Hit me with questions about the lenses. I'll get back to you in the comments below. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you soon. Zit de verhellings out.